Good morning, everybody. You are most welcome in our channel Chemical Room. Myself, Karan Singh, IIT GITS, SIR NET, AI40. Dear students, on this channel we will study class 9 to 10th complete science and chemistry for class 11, 12th and chemistry for high level. The chapter number, this is the chapter number 3rd for class 9th, atoms and the molecules. So here we will discuss first of all this is the lecture number 1, lecture number 1, this chapter number 3. First of all, this is atom. Okay, so what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle of a substance which can take part in a chemical reaction, right? So this is the definition of atom. Atom is the smallest particle. An atom is, so you can define an atom is smallest particle. An atom is smallest particle which can take part in a chemical reaction. Which can take part in a chemical reaction. Take part in a chemical reaction. And atom is made up of three fundamental particles. Atom is also made up of three fundamental particles: electron, proton and neutrons. Okay, so atom is made up of three fundamental particles: electrons, protons and the neutrons. And also we know that electrons, they are just revolving around the nucleus. We will study in this chapter Niels Bohr's model of the atom. So the electrons are just revolving around the nucleus, and the neutrons and protons, they are present inside the nucleus. Here the neutron and proton is the nucleus, and nucleus is a positively charged particle. Okay, so this is the basic concept, and one more information I think you have to keep in your mind that the atom is made up of, here we take the atom, right? This atom is made up of three fundamental particles: electron and proton, and next one is neutron. Electron, proton and the neutron. So these are the three fundamental particles by which an atom is made of. Now we are discussing that the electron, you know, this is a negatively charged particle, right? Electron is a negatively charged particle. Electron is a negatively charged particle. Negatively charged particle. And proton is a positively charged particle. Positively charged particle. And neutron has no charge. This is a neutral. Okay. So this is the important information about the electron, proton and the neutrons. And one more thing, what are the electrons, what charge on the electrons? Electron have negative charge, that is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And similarly, the proton also has the same charge. The magnitude is same, but the sign is different. It is positive 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So, but the neutron have no charge. And beside it, one more things. The electron has a particular mass. That is, the mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Okay. And what is the mass of proton? The mass of proton is 1.672 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Similarly, neutron also have some mass, 1.674 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. So this is some basic idea about the electron, proton and the neutrons, because an atom is made up of electron, proton and the neutrons. And further discoveries are made that the electrons and protons also made up of some more fundamental particles. They are called the quarks. Okay, so that we will study in the higher classes. For class 9, this is sufficient. Now, what is a molecule? Molecule, this is a substance which is made up of two or more atoms. Okay, a substance which is made up of atoms. They are called the molecule. Suppose that H2 plus O, sorry, H is a atom, hydrogen is a atom, plus second one, this H is a atom. So this H2 is a molecule. So molecule, what is molecule? A substance which made up of two or more the atoms. They may be same or different types. Okay, so atoms may be same or different. Suppose that C, carbon is atom, oxygen is an atom, they form the CO, carbon monoxide gas. This is a molecule. So for the formation of molecule, atoms may be same or different. Means simply the molecules are formed by the combination of atoms. Atoms may be different or same. So now here there are three important laws. The law of chemical combinations. So first one is law of conservation of mass, and second is law of constant proportion, third one is law of multiple proportion. In this video we will study in detail the law of conservation of mass. So what this law is basically given by the Lavoisier, scientist, in 1774. What is the basic idea of this law of conservation of mass? The basic idea of this law of conservation, the basic concept of the law of conservation of mass is that a mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. It is only converted or transformed from one state to the another state. This is known as the law of conservation of mass. Okay, so listen once again. Mass, or simply we can say matter. Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed in any chemical reaction. It is only converted from one form to the another form. Mass never destroyed, matter never destroyed. There is only the transformation. Okay, for example, so first of all we define it. You can write matter can neither be created, matter can neither be created, matter can neither be created nor destroyed, but it is transformed from one form to another, This is the law of conservation of mass. We can also define the law of conservation of mass like the total mass of product is equal to the total mass of reactant in a chemical reaction. Total mass of product equal to total mass of reactant. Total mass of product equal to total mass of reactant. This is also the definition, you can say the definition of the law of conservation of mass. Total mass of product equal to the total mass of reactant in a chemical reaction. Okay, so now we will explain by an example. Suppose that let's take a simple example, H2 plus O2, and we obtained water molecule 2H2. So here the mass of one hydrogen atom is 1. So here the 4 gram, this is the 32 gram, and this one is 2 into 18 because 16 plus 2. So 4 and 32, this is 36 gram, and simply here is also 36 gram. So here we are observing that the total mass of reactant is equal to the total mass of product. So in any chemical reaction, the mass of product must remain equal to the mass of reactant. This is called the law of conservation of mass. So you first of all you take this screenshot and now we take one more reaction to explain this law. Suppose that CaCO3, okay, CaCO3, calcium carbonate. If we heat this calcium carbonate, we obtain CaO, calcium oxide, plus carbon dioxide gas. We put here arrow because this gas is just goes up. So here the mass of calcium, you know, the mass of calcium is the 40 and carbon it is 12, oxygen it is the mass of oxygen is 16, but 3 atoms, so it is 48. Now the calcium, this is the 20 plus 16, here the carbon 12 plus 32. Now add all of them. So 40 plus so 8 to 10 and 4, 4, 8 or 1. This is the 4, 4, 8, 1, 9. This is 100. Okay, this is the 100 U, and here also 2 to 4, 6, 10, 0, 3, 1, 4, 5 or 6 or 2, 8 or 2, 10 and 3, 1, 4, 4 or 1, 5, 5, 2, 7, 1, 8. Yeah, please wait, there is some problem. Calcium oxide, oxygen, sorry, calcium is 20, sorry, it is 20, so now it is 100. Okay, so this mass in mass of reactant must be equal to the mass of product in any chemical reaction. Now let's take one example to explain this law some more clearly. In a reaction, actually this is a NCERT question, it is given in the page number that is 32. So in a reaction, 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate, 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate reacted with 6 gram of ethanoic acid, and then products were 2.2 gram of CO2 and 0.9 gram of H2O, 8.2 gram of sodium ethanoate. Show that these observations are in the agreement with the law of conservation. तो इसके अकॉर्डिंग ये मुझे रिएक्शन है, इसको देखना है और एक्सप्लेन करना है कि क्या ये लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास, ओके, लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन मास के साथ एग्रीमेंट में है. तो रिएक्शन देख लेते हैं. सोडियम कार्बोनेट लिखा हुआ है, तो सोडियम कार्बोनेट मींस हो जाएगा Na2CO3. में डायरेक्ट इनका फार्मूला यूज करता हूं, आप इनको लिख लेना, ठीक है. सोडियम कार्बोनेट प्लस इथेनोइक एसिड का फार्मूला होता है CH3 और CH3 C डबल बॉन्ड OOH, दिस द इथेनोइक एसिड. और प्रोडक्ट जो हमारे पास मिल रहे हैं सोडियम इथेनोएट का फार्मूला होता है CH3 C डबल बॉन्ड ONA प्लस साथ में मिल रहा है CO2 प्लस H2. तो CO2 गैस के रूप में रहता है, तो इसलिए हम सिंबल इस तरह से बना देते हैं. तो ये हो गया. अब देखो इसने कहा है कि 5.3 ग्राम ऑफ सोडियम कार्बोनेट, तो इसकी मास ले लिया हमने 5.3 ग्राम. साथ में कह रहा है कि सोडियम कार्बोनेट रिएक्टेड विद 6 ग्राम ऑफ इथेनोइक एसिड. 6 ग्राम लिया हमने इथेनोइक एसिड एंड 0.9 ग्राम ऑफ H2O. तो 0.9 ग्राम हमने H2O लिया है. साथ में 8.2 ग्राम ऑफ सोडियम इथेनोइट, तो इसको हमने 8.2 ग्राम ले लिया है. और इसके अलावा सो दैट दीज ऑब्जर्वेशंस आर द इन द एग्रीमेंट. और 2.2 ग्राम CO2 ये भी हमने लिया है, 2.2 ग्राम CO2. तो आपको करना कुछ नहीं है, बस ये देखना है कि दिया हाउ दे आर इन द एग्रीमेंट विद द लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास. So first of all, you add all the mass of the reactant and total mass of the product. Okay. So now, what is the mass of the reactant? Use 6 or 9, 5. This 11. Total this 11.3 gram. The mass of the reactant. And now, what is the mass of product? 9 to 11, 11 to 3. This is okay. So into 10 plus 11.3. So here the total mass of reactant is equal to the total mass of product. In this reaction, in this statement, the total mass of the product is equal to the total mass of reactant. Hence, we can say that this reaction, this given reaction is according with this agreement with the law of conservation of mass. Okay, so it is in the agreement. This reaction is in agreement. This reaction is in agreement with. This reaction is in agreement with law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Conservation of mass. Now, this is the question number 2, very easy question. Calcium carbonate decomposes on the heating
on heating to form the calcium oxide and carbon dioxide when 10 gram of calcium. So let's take this example already written here. Okay, so the calcium carbonate, we take the calcium carbonate, 10 gram of calcium carbonate. Okay, 10 gram of calcium carbonate, reacted calcium carbonate is decomposed completely. Then 5.6 gram of calcium oxide is formed. 5.6 gram. 5.6 gram calcium oxide is formed. Calculate the mass of CO2. So we have to calculate mass of CO2. Okay, what is the mass of CO2 formed? Which law of chemical combination will you use to solve this problem? So okay, no problem. This is also a very easy question. I think you can calculate it, or so if you can calculate, so you first of all try to solve yourself. Now, so we know that according to law of conservation of mass, according to law of conservation of mass, according to law of conservation of mass, law of conservation of mass. So total mass of reactant, total mass of reactant must be equal to total mass of product. Total mass of reactant must be equal to total mass of product. So mass of reactant here 10 gram. Okay, so mass of CO 5.6 gram plus, so the mass of CO2 is not given, so let's take this x gram. Okay, mass of CO2 is not given, so let's take this x gram. So let's take this is the x gram, and here the x equal to 10 minus 5.6, you can subtract easily. So 10 minus 6 4, and here is 9 minus 5 4, so this is 4.4 gram. So this is the mass of carbon dioxide. Okay, so we can write here the mass of CO2 form 4.4 gram. And the question finally, which law of chemical combination will you use? We will use here the law of conservation of mass. Okay, so I think, dear students, I hope that you understand clearly all this lecture. So if you like, if you understand clearly, so you like and share this video to your friends. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.